Good morning. Welcome back. I'm Jill from Copycat Crafts by Jill. I had a request to show how I made my toe tags. As you can see, it's marked attached to toe for Halloween, and I did make a couple of them to put in my Halloween Curiosities box. So if you catch my last video, you will see a glimpse of them. They were actually a copycat from Bybar, Barbara at Bybar, which I will put a link to her video because it is amazing. And I sort of did my spin on it. I didn't do as many. As it turns out, it appears as though we had the same digital kit though, which is from the old design shop, Shabby and Aged Printables, which I will also try to link. I already cut out the toe tag one, which was here. I just printed it on this cream colored lightweight cardstock. And it was sitting here, but I cut it out. I cut out two of them because I printed out two of these to get two toe tags. Barbara on her video used a toe tag one and a smaller one, which I don't know where mine would be in the same kit, but she mentioned the same kit, so I don't know if it was this tag, but either way, I'm using the toe tag ones, and I just wanted to show you where I got the toe tags. This one I printed out on different paper. I don't know if you can see, it actually has a slight, I don't know, like, it was old paper and I got it at Goodwill, and I really like this. However, as you can see, I misaligned my hole reinforcer, so I left it out of my Curiosities box kit just because. I also made mine using this free digital from Which Craft Do You Do? She has her YouTube channel under Which Craft Do You Do? This is her website, so if you want to get a screenshot of that, I don't know if you can see it, how my light is, but if you go to Which Craft Do You Do, her YouTube channel, she leaves a link to her website, which then is where you get the free digital. Now this free digital, as you can see, I downsized it when I printed it to 5x7. So it's 5x7. The original prints out probably on 8.5x11, which this is the difference in look. This is how they originally print out, and that is when you print them out 5x7. The reason I printed mine out 5x7 is because when I attach a picture or photo, you don't have to. I just did because Barbara did. That seemed, she used this size, I think, but that was a little big for me. So I think I used this size. You can use any size you want. Maybe I did use this size. Well, maybe I did use this side. I'm not sure now. But as you can see, this is some of the other pieces and how the size difference. What I really wanted with this is the signatures, because I do not possess the Sign Here by Kathy Holden stamp set. These are my only signatures. So I printed them out in both sizes. And that's the difference in the size, because on the toe tag, I have to glue one on. I use the smaller one. But if you could put any signature there. You could put the bigger one on. You could sign it yourself, which I found with my other toe tags. I had to fill out the rest by hand, other than I had number stamps, which I will also use here, the number stamps. And I filled the rest out by hand. I may... I think I'm still going to have to fill it out by hand because I really don't have anything to stamp. And I don't want to start stamping and then filling in by hand. So I just fill it all in by hand. Totally made up. Totally makes probably no sense. Which is probably better than trying to make it overly realistic. So I'm using these for my little things. But at any rate, I wanted to show how I made them because I really kind of age them up. We're going to make two men. Sorry guys, but I'm going to move this away so I don't end up... probably, I thought maybe I might use these, but I think I have these, which I will use. I'm going to use maybe red for the case number, and black when I stamp. I'm also going to use a black marker. This one spreads on dry paper, and that's a shame, but it's all I have, so that's what I'm going to use. And for extra aging, I'm going to use my paper distresser and just do the edges good. You certainly don't need this. You can use a scissors. You can even rip, which I probably will do, rip by hand a little bit. I'm going to distress a little bit before I ink, because I am going to use distress ink on it, but I'm probably going to distress a little bit, use my ink. Probably going to just distress a little bit. I like mine very distressed. You distress yours to your satisfaction. I want mine to look really old and Halloweeny. So I'm just gonna give it a good old distress look. All right, so I'm gonna get my distress ink. Hope I'm not... This is just walnut stain. You can use... this is my go-to. I'm not sure why I seem to gravitate towards only this one. I do have a few others, but this seems to be my go-to. The few that I made for my Curiosities box, I really distressed. Almost, well, to the point where you can't really read it, and that was kind of the point, because again, I didn't have the really cute stamps that Barbara from Buy Bar had. She had a Halloween from Tim Holtz, Halloween little words, and she came up with the cutest answers to these physician and cause of death and comments. I don't have that, so I had to make it up, and that without being too naughty. I didn't want to be too nasty. I also did crumble mine a little bit like this. I swore I wasn't going to do that this time, but... And you just do that. I like the extra bends, and if you turn it around, you can also kind of age the back where it got all bent up. So I like that look. So I'm going to just do that here as well. Okay. I think it really gives it a unfinished look. And we're going to do this side. this tag, I mean. Now I do have the whole, whoops, sorry. I do have the whole reinforcers. I'm not going to get them out this time, but the whole reinforcers I used are from Westbound Pony. It's where I get 99% of all my die cuts. So they are die cut and I love them. I will attach them later. I just didn't dig them out. And because I've been posting longer videos, I really wanted to give you guys a shorter, more manageable for your time type video. So I thought this would be fast and fairly easy. And you don't need these tags. As a matter of fact, I've seen people who have stamps that you could stamp your own. That's a little much for me. I'd prefer to have my printer do the work. I think that's enough. So I had already had this kit for quite a while and thought I would just use this kit no matter what to make my toe tags. And I was pleasantly surprised when I seen they actually say attached to toe. So I don't know how many kits or I should say how many journals or folios or whatever I put out there that actually have a toe tag in them. Because I've used this kit quite a bit. I love the tag, so. Okay, so this one I'm going to leave a little more as is and not bend it up like the other one. But because it is Halloween, you can dirty this up, distress it as much as you'd like, and it would be fitting. You could even use a little black distress ink to highlight the stressed areas. But I think that's pretty good for now. Let's see. I guess we will move on to the stamping end of it, which is not my... I love stamping. It's not really my forte. I better get my annoying paper out. I like to give it a once, twice, thrice. Sorry if I get my head in there, but now that I've curled my edges, and it doesn't have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, the guy working the toe tag department here is not impressing himself, so he don't care. What a disgruntle. We're gonna go with, what are we gonna go with? I wanted something small. Sorry for the, oh, that's not it. I was hoping for something, numbers, small numbers. Here we go. Some small numbers. What did I get on my thing? I have no idea. Oh, do I have that? Okay, that shall be. Getting my own light in my eyes. Alright, yes, we want it to look worn, and because these are going to be old. These, oh, good one, Joe. These are old. So I guess I wish I had the stamps for these, but I do not. So now comes the time to add my little stamps, and because they're very little, I cannot tell if they're male or female names, but that's okay. I don't think these are going down in anyone's true records. Whoop. Okay, let's smear this around. I chose to do this at a really stupid angle for myself, but I did. All right, one down, one to go. So if you can read these names, don't tell me if I got them all wrong. And because I'm sure I have lady names because there's ladies in the kit. So all right, now these pictures I'm going to put on. I'm going to put the gentleman on last because I want to make sure I have room to write, and I'd rather have the picture go over the writing. So this is where you have to get your imagination in gear a little bit and fill out the tags, kind of like going to the doctor and filling out their paperwork. So we have their name, and we are going to do this fellow first. And we're just going to make stuff up. It does not even have to make sense. So, as a matter of fact, probably the more humor and imagination you use, the better. But, you know, we're going to say he's 57. He's a male. What would be a good weight? I don't know, maybe 190. Oh, that's his height. Okay, so in centimeters, he's 190 centimeters. We're going to put that centimeters. Now, what would be a good weight? I have no idea. I'll have to look that up. And race. What would be his race? We're going to say ghost. Because that's what he is now. And his place of death was the street. And the cause of death was let's say he was hit by horse and buggy. And his physician will be, let's say, Dr. Gregory House from the show House. And the funeral director will be Joe from the Buck Stops Here. And comments. Should have looked both ways. That's right. He would not have been hit had he looked both ways, but then you can either put this wherever you want. On my original ones, I just stapled it with my tiny attacher over here. Let's dig that out. And doesn't have to be fancy. Just staple it in there. Then we have to do the hole. And I did dig out string or floss. Got this also at Goodwill, as is. So I thought that would be a good string for there. I probably will distress it, because I distress all my string. There we go. So I think that's pretty distressed right there. Excuse me. I will get out my... I will get Big Bertha out here. I do have a love-hate relationship with this because I find it extremely hard to see when I'm using it. Since I can't look straight down and see through it, I really have a hard time seeing it. Okay, we're going to, oh, wrong one. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I needed that one done anyway, but I don't know why I didn't do both of them while I had it out. Because I was doing a little too much yapping. Okay, you probably all seen it. Whoop. Oh, come on, really? And yes, I'm wearing my glasses. That's a little scary, isn't it? Okay, want them a little crooked, but we want them... See now why I don't do bows or things of that nature. My hands, my fingers do not work very well. There we go. Toe tag. Toe tag. All right. On to the next one. All right. Well, this one looks a little younger to me. We're going to say he's 42. 42. He is also male. If we stick in, he's smaller. So his height. Okay, we're gonna go with 5'11". Whoop. And his weight is 170. Yes, okay. And his race is now spirit. Okay, his place of death was his home. He died at home. His cause of death was, well, let's say it was falling down the stairs. Yes. His physician, let's pick Dr. John Dorian from Scrubs. And yeah, I guess I just dated myself a little. The funeral director, let's call him Earl Warning. Comments, I guess he should have tied his shoelaces. Yes, he should have tied his shoelaces and he would not have fallen down the stairs. See, really these are more what we tell our children. Look both ways, make sure your shoes are tied. Oh, I know what I didn't do on this one, which we will get to. And I didn't fill out date of death, but that doesn't matter. I would like to stamp I don't know if that's the one I used on the other one. Probably not, but we're just going to stamp on there. Same here, just going to stamp on there. Just aggressively stamp. that's what I do. Get this all back together. What else do I need? I think that's enough. Put a string on this one. And we are done. Oh, right in front of me. If it had teeth, it would have bit me. All right. Let's see if I can get the string through the hole. Evidently not. See, you thought I was kidding. And there we have it. Oh, a little too crooked. Okay. I think we're done. I think we did it. Under an hour. Toe tags. That simple, that easy. Oh, I didn't put his height on him. Oh, maybe they didn't measure him. He looks tall though. He looks tall. We're gonna say 6'1". We're gonna say 6'2". 6'2". Yes, 6'2". Okay. There you go. Toe tags. And we did it under an hour, I think. So have fun. As you see, honestly, you can make so many of these in a matter of minutes. It's really fun. If you have the stamp set that Barbara has, which is the Halloween tiny text or something, she filled her whole one out with that, and it's adorable. I would love to buy it, but really I don't do Halloween all that much, and it's the type of thing I know if I bought, it would go to the back of my bin and I probably won't find it for 7 years or won't use it. So I'm just gonna stick with the sloppy handwriting and make up my own. And I think I'm done making them anyway, so all right, I'll let yous go. Have fun creating, and hugs.